I'm getting all these texts. Hey, welcome back to the Kingsway podcast. Jed here, giving you that sweet, sweet intro. As always, here with Trevor.
95.5.
The smooth jams, keeping it smooth from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. every weekday night. I'm sorry. We just got done doing this voting and election related podcast.
It was kind of like a group therapy.
Yeah, a little bit. Just get it all out in the open. You can listen to it, and you'll probably hate us afterwards.
Yep.
That's fine.
Hey, you might not. You might.
So we just got done with that one, and then we're talking as we always do. I walk in and say, "Hey, what are we doing this week?" And he says, "This."
Yes,
and it kind of works, kind of doesn't. We'll see.
Yep, I like it.
Yeah,
all over
so
it.
Here's the idea. Of course you do. You're not the one who's walking in blindly.
Good luck. Hey, today I'm letting you torture me.
Yeah. This could be fun. I'm more excited about the second part than the first.
Okay.
But we're gonna do today is Trevor told me, hey, we want to have this idea for. We'll just look up these random Bible quizzes online and take them. And you guys get involved, take them with us.
Absolutely.
Comment below what score you get. I found this one quiz. It's over the whole Bible. I think it has something to do with content, some to do with maybe how the Bible came about.
Oh, gosh. No ton of that. Ready.
So what we'll do is I'll just ask Trevor questions. These are multiple choice questions, but I'll try to...
You're going to leave them open-ended to start?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
if you need some help, I'll give you the multiple choices. I have two of these quizzes.
Okay.
The second one I'm more excited about, and I'll let you know why when we get there.
Okay.
But this first one, like I said, just over the whole Bible. Play along at home. Let us know what you get on these.
So this is the see how smart Trevor really is.
Yeah,
whether or not
exactly.
you should actually listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
And
we're gonna lose half our viewership.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, all 12, yes.
Yeah.
One of our moms is going to drop out. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and it's probably gonna be yours.
No, she believes in me. It's your mom. I guarantee she's like, I can't follow it.
Dude, I think if it hasn't happened yet, I think you're good. You know?
Yeah, I hope. We'll see. You know, this 2020, dude. Come on.
Okay, let's get into this because we're just rambling now.
At this point, quiz me now.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I feel like we need those Who Wants to Be a Millionaire lights.
I'm ready.
Question
for $1. Sorry.
Question one. I get the $1 if you get it wrong.
Maybe.
Okay.
John will pay you.
I'm fine with that. I don't really care where it comes from. Question one. You're going to need the multiple choices.
Oh my gosh.
This one's so open.
What is it?
What do most Christians believe about the Bible? Let me just give you the multiple choices right off the bat.
Okay.
That God carved the original Bible into stone on top of Mount Sinai.
Okay.
That God dictated the Bible to Jesus and Jesus' followers wrote it down. That it is inspired by God but written by various human authors.
Okay.
Or that the New Testament is inspired by God, but the Old Testament is primarily historical background.
Oh my gosh. That is so open-ended.
Remember,
that's more of like
most Christians. What do most Christians
I feel like the stone tablets, because of like Indiana Jones, is pretty good. But then the Mount Sinai part threw me off because I'm like, who knows that that's actually where
You've never been to Mount Sinai?
Did you? I feel like that's a detail that I'm like, most people aren't going to throw that out there. I like the Jesus thing, you know, like that Jesus dictated that.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's a mixture of Islam and Muhammad, and I don't know. I could either go probably C or D, but if you made me guess, I would say C.
All right. Well, let's hit it. We won't know for sure if you got these right till we get all of them. I think there are 10 questions.
Okay.
So question 2.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
What else do Christians believe about the Bible?
Oh, gosh.
This is a really great quiz.
Yes, I'm ready. What else?
It tells the history of God's salvation of his people.
Okay.
B, it tells the history of the angels.
Okay.
C, it tells the origins of God. Or D, it tells why God created the universe.
Well, I'd say it's C. Origins of God.
Origins? All right.
I don't know. I'm just throwing that out there.
Sure thing.
I just don't think the salvation.
Okay,
part
this
gets
one.
Quick. Okay, go.
This one, they should be getting.
These Christians are just non-Christian.
A little more concrete.
I don't know. Anyway, Move 3.
Question 3.
Yeah.
Which of these is not part of the Bible?
Okay.
The teachings of prophets, the teachings of Jesus, the history of the medieval church, or the history of Israel?
History of the medieval church. Nailed it. I got one
we don't know
sure. Hallelujah.
All right. Another which of these question. Question 4. Which of these is taught by the Bible?
Okay.
Is taught.
Is taught.
A, the true path to prestige and influence.
Okay.
B, the true path to wealth and personal happiness.
Okay.
C, how to live in harmony with God and with all of humanity.
Okay.
D, the techniques of Christian mysticism.
Let's see.
Done.
God and others.
God and others.
Harmony. Okay.
Question 5.
Yeah.
Nearly all the events of the Bible occurred in one region of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Which region is that?
It is the cradle of life. Afghanistan.
Okay.
Northern.
Think a little broader.
Northern Africa. Yeah. So
Let me give you the options.
Go ahead. Turkey. Okay. I mean, all that.
Northern Europe, Southern Europe, the Middle East, Central Asia.
Middle East.
Okay.
Yeah.
Done. All right. Question 6.
Okay.
You feel pretty confident so far?
I mean, they're all C's at this point, so I don't know what that means.
That's how you did test in high school, right?
That's how I voted. No, I'm just kidding. Yes. C. I got 50%. Wow. Okay, keep going.
Okay. Question 6. What can be said about the original writings that make up the Bible?
Okay.
I realize that, we made a point to say at the beginning you don't get multiple.
They're ancient.
You have to have multiple.
Ancient
choices,
historical documents or ancient historical writings would probably be my.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me give you the multiple choices. What can be said about the original writings that make up the Bible? That they are the complete set of original documents as stored in the Vatican archives.
Okay. Wow. That is very specific.
The complete
Who
set
are they asking these to?
I have no idea.
Okay.
The complete set of original documents is stored partly at the Vatican and partly in museums around the world.
Okay.
Only a few of the original documents have been preserved to this day.
Okay.
Or none of the original documents are known to exist.
I would say normal people are going to say a few. So it's either B or C. But I don't know about the Vatican part. I'm just going to say C.
Okay. Dude, all C's.
All C's at this point. I don't know.
All right.
I feel like I have a cheat code.
Question 7.
Or that I've literally got most of them wrong. Okay, keep going.
The Dead Sea Scrolls were found in caves around the Dead Sea in 1947 and are considered a major source of knowledge about the Bible.
Absolutely.
What do they contain?
Manuscripts. Tons of manuscripts.
Okay.
They contain a large amount of New Testament manuscripts for sure. But then they also have older Hebrew manuscripts as well. I believe they had I think it was a couple thousand manuscripts of ancient biblical texts. Yeah.
Okay. It sounds to me like you would say D on this one, the oldest known copies of parts of the New Testament.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, question 8.
Okay.
In the 4th century, Pope Damascus assigned his secretary Jerome the task of producing an accurate translation of the Bible in Latin.
Okay.
The language of the Roman Empire.
Latin Vulgate.
Nailed. That was the question. What was this version called?
Yep.
We'll go for it. When was the whole Bible first translated into English?
It was translated into English in the why can I not remember his name right now? It's the Gutenberg press, or not the Gutenberg, but the press was that was the first release. Was the Bible, right? That's when it came into
Yeah, it was the first release on the press. Yeah, but
I cannot remember the Wittenberg. Oh gosh,
we're not looking for who. We're looking for when.
Oh, when?
Yeah.
Ooh, gosh. I'm trying to think of when that was. 18 something.
Earlier than that.
Oh gosh.
According to this, anyway. Who knows if this is right?
1740.
Earlier than that.
1640?
You want some
Yes,
answers?
I want multiple choice. I have no idea.
973
No.
AD.
No.
1102
No.
AD. 1380
Okay.
or 1580.
1580.
Done.
Yeah, 1580. I must have been off a couple centuries, but I was trying to remember when Martin Luther King wrote the first German, and then it was quickly after that when the press came out because it took so long for Luther to write his by hand that he translated it from Latin and Greek. Anyway, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
good
I
question.
think you'll get this one.
So that's D.
Yes.
Okay.
D on
And
that
then
one.
this is number 10.
This is 10.
Okay.
Who was responsible for producing the first printed version of the Bible?
The first printed version of the Bible? The Gutenbergs.
Yeah.
It's like it's just Gutenberg.
I was wrong. There are actually 14 questions here, so 4 more.
Okay, sorry.
11.
What? No, Gutenberg. Okay.
That one was A.
Okay. A.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is the King James version?
It was the version that the Church of England designed as their national book or their national version of the Bible. And his King James was the guy that was in charge. It was his version of the English Bible that was used by the English Catholic Church.
Sweet.
Catholicism. Okay. I don't know what letter that is.
Yeah, that was B.
Okay.
That's what I decided for you.
Okay.
About how many languages has the Bible been translated into?
When has this been put out? Because I think in the last...
I want to say, I think that it was up here. Let me look. Oh, nope, it's not there. I want to say it was like 2010 maybe.
2010. Okay, so in the last 10 years, we have translated a ton of things. So I'm trying to guess, because I want to say our number right now is it's like the entire Bible is something like 1,700 languages. The New Testament is something like 3,400.
Yeah.
And then like the Gospel of John is even more. Like there's certain Gospels that have even more. I would say if you're talking about the whole Bible, 600 languages.
600.
So
Okay. We got 4 or 800.
800.
Done. That's B.
Okay.
Okay. What is the Apocrypha?
The Apocrypha? That is books that are in, I think, the Catholic side of the canon of the Bible that are not included in the now known canon of the 64 books that we have in the book. So they are extra books written by saints and other followers or unclaimed followers that could have been included in canon but were not, but have been accepted into circles as extra kind of wisdom or writings called the Apocrypha.
Yeah. Cool. That's good. It doesn't super fit into these.
So
You got it. So there are 2 that I think it could fit into. One is a group of Christian writings that were included in some early versions of the Bible,
yeah,
but excluded from official
that's
canon
what I
of
would say.
Christianity. Okay.
B.
Yep. All right, last question on this one. What is the difference between Catholic and Protestant Bibles?
Catholic Bibles are written in Latin and Christian are primarily written in Latin, and they have extra books. They have a couple extra addendums and different things. I think they have 2 or 3 extra books. I can't remember. And then it's language. So it's language, and then the actual canon has some extra inclusions.
Okay.
So
all right. So there's the possibility is the New Testament of the Catholic Bible contains the Gospel of Thomas. Protestant Bibles do not. The Old Testament of the Catholic Bible contains the books of the Apocrypha, but most Protestant Bibles do not.
golly.
They're looking for mostly content wise.
I would say it's the Apocrypha one. D.
Done. D. Okay. You ready for the score?
Oh gosh.
Oh geez. Just give me a number. 8 out of 14.
Hey, let's go.
57%.
57%. All right, which ones did I miss? I'm actually very
Okay. You missed the second one,
which was
what else do Christians believe
oh
about
gosh,
the Bible?
those were non-content.
I know
ones.
those were
rough.
This wasn't
Rough.
the best quiz we could have gone with.
That's okay.
But
That's
I
okay.
searched for like 10 minutes.
Hey, I feel good if you remove those, my percentage gets a lot better.
Yeah.
So
Number 6, which was what can be said about the original writings that make up the Bible. The correct answer was none of the original documents are known to exist. I don't think that's right.
That's not true.
That's not true at all.
That's an opinion thing.
Yeah.
I think the Dead Sea Scrolls, we have one of the originals of Mark.
I agree, yeah.
Anyway.
And then 7, they said you also got wrong, which is about the Dead Sea Scrolls and what they contain. You said the oldest known copies of parts of the New Testament. They say the oldest known copies of parts of the Old Testament. I cannot confirm.
I feel like there's both in there. I feel like they have parts of both.
You might be right.
I'm going to look that up.
You should look it up. Yeah, for sure. Number 9, which was when was the Bible first translated in English? They say 1380.
Okay. So I was wrong.
12, how many languages has the Bible been translated into?
Okay.
Which was, you said 800. Mm-hmm. Correct. At that time was 1500. And then what is the Apocrypha? You said it was a group of Christian writings that are included in some early versions of the Bible. When they say it's a group of Jewish writings,
okay,
included in some versions.
Well, that can be a tough translation because some of those writings are from the Christian perspective, but by Jewish authors. So it's like that's okay. Yeah, I get that. This just says it's the Hebrew Bible, so.
So it probably is.
It probably is mostly the Old Testament, but it could be in just so. All right, so that's pretty cool. We learned.
So for that quiz, I'll put some answers in the description so you can tell us what you got.
Yeah, perfect.
In the comments. All right, I want to move on to this next quiz. This one I don't think will take quite as long.
Oh gosh.
But as you've mentioned a couple of times on the podcast, you just did a series through Esther.
Yes.
In here.
So I know all things.
Exactly.
I know all things.
You better.
Please.
I found one of these quizzes, which is over the book of Esther.
Okay.
And I want to see how well you do on it.
Oh, gosh. How many questions are there?
This is a 10-question quiz. Okay. And the pressure's on.
Oh, yes, it is. I got to pass this one.
I think something's on the line at least here. I don't know. I don't know what that is. If it's just,
my job,
people's perception of you.
Yes. I don't know. Whether or not they watch this podcast, nothing else. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. I recant. Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
I'll never be more ready.
Number 1 for half the marbles. Xerxes the Great was king of Persia from 486 to 465 BC.
Yeah.
He's also known by the Hebrew name I don't even know. I'm in Hebrew. I can't pronounce that. Who was his first queen?
Vashti. Question 2. In
the 3rd year of his reign, Xerxes became very angry with the queen.
Yes.
Why?
She wouldn't come to his banquet.
She refused. Well, here are the options.
Okay.
She instigated a rebellion in the harem.
No.
She refused to worship the Persian gods.
No.
She refused to exhibit herself to his male guests.
Yes. Yep.
We're gonna have to censor this episode.
Yeah, well, that's the whole thought. Is that C? I think that was C.
Yeah, it was C.
Yeah, what was nasty was D.
Okay. Yes. Question 3.
Yeah.
All the people agreed that the queen must be punished. What bad thing would happen if the queen got away with her crime?
All the other women in the kingdom would think they could stand up to their man. That's why they had to make a royal decree.
Boom. I like the confidence I'm getting from
right bro. Well,
3 questions in.
Got the memory of an ant. So it's only been a few weeks, or I guess a week, so I'm ready.
All right, number 4. The queen was forever banned from the king's presence, and a search was begun for a new queen.
Yes.
Why did Xerxes choose Esther?
He was captivated by her beauty. It says it fell under her spell. Some actually think it was a spiritual thing.
Really?
That God gave her like this special kind of anointing that he couldn't resist her.
I don't think I've ever heard that before, actually.
Yeah. And so it's swayed by her through the whole book. It seems he's easily swayed, but for whatever reason.
All right. Question 5. What secret did Esther keep from the king?
Her Jewish heritage.
Jewish, yeah. Let's see. All right. 6. Sometime later, Xerxes he promoted Haman, one of his nobles, to the highest position in the land. Haman maneuvered the king into issue an edict that all the Jews in the kingdom would be killed. Why did he want to kill the Jews?
Mordecai refused to bow to him when he was honored by the king, and so he made a personal vendetta. Then when he found out Mordecai was a Jew, he chose to take it beyond just one man's death, but the whole nation, which Haman's heritage is part of that. Being a Canaanite and Mordecai being a Jewish or Hebrew, they have been fighting for centuries.
Nice. All right. Getting some history on this.
Hey,
well done.
confidence.
Whew, you feeling good?
Fake
We're
it.
over halfway.
I hope I've at least got half of these.
All right. Question 7.
Mm-hmm.
How did Esther thwart Haman's plot?
How did she thwart it? Well, she went to the king and she asked if he would like to come to a banquet, and she actually invited Haman with him. Mm-hmm. And the two were, she actually did 2 banquets. And the second banquet, she actually revealed her heritage and then said, asked the king to step in. And
yeah,
that was it. So
cool.
I don't know if the king was just drawn by her beauty or what. Easy
money.
Answer.
Easy money.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 8.
Yeah.
Once the king had issued the edict against the Jews, it could not be ignored. How was Esther able to prevent the massacre of the Jews?
Yeah, so that's a really curious thing because of the way that the King Xerxes had set himself up as a deity. Mm-hmm. So a deity cannot be wrong.
Yeah.
So he couldn't undo something he did because that would be admitting what he did was wrong. Uh-huh. And so they had to rewrite the rules. And so I think it's the 14th day of Adar, which is a month and a time region, was the set day, which was set by a dice that the king had rolled, and then Haman used as like, well, if that's what the day is, then that's the day the Jews are supposed to die. Mordecai and Esther say, well, let us use that day then as the day the Jews can defend themselves. So they're given permission to defend and slaughter and annihilate any enemies of their own. It's literally the way that the Bible describes it.
Dang.
So, but they don't take any plunder. The Haman's people were looking to take their land and their wealth, and none of the Jews do that. They just defeat their enemies and leave their land and plunder. They don't take any of it.
Nice.
So,
all right, moving right along.
Number 9.
Which Jewish holiday commemorates Esther's heroic acts?
It is Purim, based on the die that was used to cast for the 14th day of Adar.
Whew, last question.
Yes, bring it. I think I've gotten 100%. I really hope I have.
I mean, I feel pretty good for it.
Okay, good. Oh, gosh, I'm like, after the other one, though, I'm like, I have no idea.
Some Christians have said the book of Esther should not be in the Bible. Why?
God's never mentioned, and there is not a whole lot of morality that is uplifted by the people inside the stories. And so both those have been widely used as explanations for it not being a biblical book of uplifting story. But I would tend to say that's the reason why I think it's worth teaching, is that even in the midst of immoral decisions and people being outside of where God has called them to, because they're actually in captivity in Babylon by Persia, God is still faithful. And the whole story just kind of elevates it. God doesn't abandon his promises. So
nice.
It's a very cool story, but some, I think, short-sightedly think that.
Yeah, I would agree. All right. For all the marbles,
please be 10 out of 10.
See if
otherwise,
see if you get to keep your
we're
job.
going to preach through the book again. That's what we're going to have to do, and just start over.
And 100%.
Yes!
Perfect score.
I redeemed myself. Mom, just want to thank the Academy and OCC and Tim Mackey, Bible Project, for helping me along the way.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you, Jed.
Some clapping sound effects
for giving the audience a clear perspective of my limitations.
Let's be fair. I don't know that first quiz was the best.
I want to look into a couple of those because I feel like some of those were a little trick questions. But I agree with you. I did not especially the English Bible. I did not realize how early it was written. If that's true 380, I legitimately was thinking it was more like 17. So I was way off. So. But we all gotta love to learn and be learning how to love better.
That's true. So it's true. Well, I hope you guys did okay, at least.
I hope they did better on the
know.
Esther one if they watched the sermon series. I
that's
hope
the
that
truth.
they did better.
That's the truth. I don't know that anybody really could have done much better on the other one. I apologize for the low quality of quiz number 1.
Well, I gave you a ton of time to work on it. So
yeah, right. Next time I'll make my own.
Hey, we might try this again where I might test you on some stuff. I think it's a fun thing to kind of do. Maybe if someone has one that they find, put it in the comments.
Yeah,
and we'd love to check it out.
Find a good one.
And maybe they'd love to just write their own and see if we can get the answers too. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, cool. Well, let us know how you did. Like you said, if you find a cool one, or if you feel like you could come up and stump us with questions of your own, put those in the comments. We'd love to hear all of that. Let us know if you enjoyed this at all.
Yeah. If we want to see the segment again.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, Trevor, always a pleasure.
Yeah, man.
Cool. I'm gonna steal your catchphrase.
Yeah, dude.
You have a great and glorious day in the Lord. See you later.
Do it.